Good morning and welcome back. Here we are, September 1st. What I thought was going to be, again, what I think was going to be is going to be a slow month. Turns out it's not going to be a slow month, not in the slightest. So, if you caught the last live there, last week there, we had a little issue with David in field 24 there collecting his carrots. We had FFO Gamer and Jay Onley there were kind enough to come in and give us a hand and help out. FFO Gamer even brought his own harvester. It was awesome. And had it all done, got it all good. And we were about 8% short of the target drop. So after multiple arguments with David and back and forth, easy, yes, we came to an agreement. And I guess we could say we got what was earned for us. However, it was not worth it. For the trouble that we did and what we came out with, it was not worth it. However, we did come out with a couple bucks, and then we ended up coming out with a couple extra bucks with the monthly sell-off because we had our oil to sell off. I forgot to pick up the oil from last month, so we had a couple extra pallets there. We had the two paper, and we had the carton and the paper roll, as well as we had about 6 pallets of bread as well that were ready to go. So it was, why am I going here? No, we need to be in drop zone 1. We need tractors. We don't need trucks right now. Gee, oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Let's get back over to where we're supposed to be here. But I'm really stoked because we've got, like, as you can see, we got $419,000. We did have the $420,000 as the night's end came about, but we did have a little bit of overnight charges and property maintenance and so on and so forth. So it dropped us down to $419,000. We do have some repairs that still have to be done. So that is the one thing that still has to get done as well. But we don't have to worry too much because the 419. Oof. Well, let's get into the right lane here. Got to switch back and forth now because we had a little visit down in Kinlan there. I guess we could say I got a little jet lag. So what we're going to do is we're just going to fire up here because we were able to get a lot done. As you can see here, let's just get into, hold on, we're done. Boom. There we go. So we did a little modification for the end of last month where, boom, we got rid of the road. We just got rid of it. We made it one big field, and we're going to try to use that up as best as we can just because it got to a point where coming up and down this road, I've realized that the road above us here, just between field 30, let's just get our mini map here up. So between field 31 and 30 was fairly useful. I've been using it fairly regularly, and I've been to get to and from to the other side there. But the other field between 29 and 30 was just one of those roads that I never used. So finally, once we got those together, we're just going to back this up here. We got all of that together. It decided, let's cut that in. Let's get it ready to go. And not only did we do that, but we got the oilseed radish in there. We got oilseed radish everywhere. So all of our OSR is good to go for all of our fields. We still have our cotton that still has to be pulled up here. There's still a couple cotton fields too, and this is the little foreshadowing as to what's going on here. We do have our OSR as well there, and our sunflowers should be ready to go for next month. So it's going to be a sunflower and a cotton harvest for next month. We did put our canola into field 31. We got that done at the end of last month as well. And then this month we can put barley and wheat in. So the plan is, this is what I'd like to do. You know what? We'll just go for it. Keep on driving. We'll just keep on driving. I want to go check it out because we do have enough money now to purchase a field. And I've been doing some number crunching, and I think there's a good chance we might even be able to purchase 2 fields. The good thing is we got Walter and Noah own both of them, so after a little bit of schmoozing, they've been pretty good with it, and I think we could afford it. One of them isn't planted, one of them is, so that's where it's kind of, I'd rather not have it planted, but if it is going to be planted, it's planted with cotton. So we have some pretty good options here because we've got this field right here and right here. So we've got boom, and there we go. So field 37 right here. This is the one that Noah owns, and then we've got field 36. Yes, 36. And this is with Walter, and he's got cotton growing on it right now. And the great thing is that technically, as much as I don't like doing it, but it is, there we go. We're going to buy it out of Walter's, off of Walter. He's getting older, right? He's getting older, doesn't want to take care of it. So we're going to buy that off of him. That's going to be $118,000 off of that. There we go. And then that leaves us 301,000, and this is 207,000. So that still leaves us a good little buffer. So if we purchase this as well, so we're going to buy that off of Noah. He's too busy at the sawmill there because we haven't been doing very many wood transports. So he's been too busy there to take care of his fields. We're going to buy that off of him. It's got nothing in it, ready to go. So we could put either barley or wheat, because this is my plan. My thought is we could stagger it because you have the 2 months for both of them to plant them. So we could put barley or wheat in this one, wait till next month, then we can put wheat in, or the opposite, right? Wheat or barley, whichever one we don't plant, in this one, and then that'll stagger the harvest. So that might actually give us a little bit of a good little bit of a room to breathe, so to speak. It's not going to be a mad rush for the 1 month. Now here, so let's get into, because how much, careful now. So let's go to our precision farming. So that gives us 57 and 80, which drops our overall score. We were at 81, but now we're going to buy our, let's go, purchase soil information. How much is this going to cost us? $2,200. Not bad at all. So we'll do that. And then that puts us up to 65. This is 80. Purchase soil is 1,500. Okay, that still leaves us 90,000, but ooh, that bumped it up to 95. Holy jumping. Okay, let's see, does it need anything? Nitrogen. It could use a little bursts of the ferts. A little bursts of the ferts. There we go. All right, and then we can put barley in there. And now the great thing is too that we did put canola into field 31 last month, but we didn't actually lime or fertilize it. So that is the other thing that we are going to have to do. So we're going to have to lime and fertilize that. We're going to have to put in the wheat or barley. I don't know, rock, paper, scissors. I'm going to have to go get my wife. Once we finish up the ferts and the lime, easy there, killer. Once we finish up the ferts and the lime, we'll make a decision as to which side we want to go. But because it doesn't matter which way, we're going to have either way, right? All right, let's get back to you there, mate. Pay attention. So we're going to get one in the other, and then we're going to get the other field ready to go. We have our oilseed radish in all of our other fields. We do have field 60 with grass. We got that all harvested up as well. And that one, it's certain on the fertilizing. I think we're sitting at about 90,000 liters, I think there. Let's just park up here. Let's just double check that, because that's going to come in. And we already did actually last month, we did get a roll into field 60. 60? Yes, field 60. So we're sitting in 93, not too shabby. And then, but we did roll it. We haven't limed it or fertilized it, so that we can still do that as well. And that should just bump the numbers up just that little bit. And that looks like we can't squeeze. Can we squeeze? No, we can't squeeze. Oh boy, we got to jump this one. Whew, we did it tight. Tight like tiger. Now, lime is down at the drop zone 1. That's probably why I went down there. We'll say it was. So what we'll do is we'll grab the old JCB there, just the old fast track. That is the one great thing about that little boot scoot and buggy tractor. So we're going to grab the JCB, go grab the lime. And yeah, we'll get the lime done on 31. And then we'll get the ferts done. And then that'll be our... Okay, let's get going. There we go. Lime done, get the ferts done. Then we can make our decision as to which one, because one of them obviously is bigger than the other, right? So let's just, you know what? Let's just, for numbers' sake, I'm going to say let's go take a look at our finances. I think price-wise, they're all sitting at, oh, we don't have narrow tires. All right, we might have to grab the John Deere. Bad. Everything is, oh, there we go. Oh, pH is good. pH is good. All right, well, in that case, let's just double check the finances, and then we can make a decision here, because I'm thinking wheat. At the bottom there, we got that one. You're looking at 729 max. And then our barley sitting right at it. 729, 6. So technically wheat is the better, bigger. So we could actually, you know what? There we go. We're going to put wheat in 37. We're going to put, wheat in 37, and we're going to put barley in 36. All right, let's get 31 done. That means I don't want to chance it. I don't want to. We're stage 1 growth. I think we're going to go get the John Deere. We're going to go put the narrows on it, and then we'll get the line. Yes, let's do that. And we'll be back in a moment. We can drive over Rosie Branch, though. That's okay. Here we go. That's a little bit more gooder. So it just felt better having the narrows on. We got the narrows on the trailer as well, but it turns out it needs just a smidge of lime, just a little tiny smidge of lime. So we shouldn't need too much to put down. We did fill up our trailer, and we are just going to drop this down. And then what we'll do probably while we're here is we'll zip down to field 60 and just double check that the grass doesn't need some lime as well. Because I have noticed that I've noticed that some when you cut down, it needs just a little top up sometimes. But let's just get this all lined up here. Turn this on, piece. Yep, and hook up to that. It'll be hooked up to the line. Yep, and active. All right, there we go. So hopefully you don't miss anything because it's hard to see in the green. So we're definitely using our GPS on this one. All right, let's see how long this takes and let's see how much we get. So we can get this one done and we'll get field 60 done. All right, one field is done. We have one more field to go. Let's just see. I'm going to see if it even needs any. That's the other thing too. It might not need any. So let's get on the field and see what it says. Right now, the numbers say, oh, look at that. Just a smidge. It could use just a smidge. All right, let's get this done. Voila. We are done all of the liming. Now, the good thing about having all the liming done is that we actually get to see where we need to go when it comes to the fertilizing. Because we definitely need to fertilize. We need to fertilize this one, and we need to fertilize our canola. Guaranteed. That's a no question. And by the looks of it here, a good chunk. Like, we don't have too much of a we don't have too crazy of an amount. Which way we want to go? We want to go this way. So yeah, we don't have too crazy of an amount. It's not like it's a full fertilize, but it's still going to be substantial enough. And then having the lime there, which is kind of nice visually for me to do this. And now we can pop that on. We got our crop sensors already on. We can fruits away, and we are deactivated. Yep, we are automatic, so it's spraying properly. And we got that nice even orange. Haha, sweet. All right, so we got this one, and then let's go catch up at the canola. Oh boy, yeah, this one was definitely a start from scratch type of field. As we can see, we're pretty much right down in the reds, and we did cultivate this. We did have our oilseed radish in this, so this was a field that was pretty much in the null, and now we're have to bring it right back up. So we did use a good chunk of fertilizer on this field, but that's okay because we still have a good chunk left, and we still have a little bit left at the store that we have to pick up because I wanted to top up just before we did. And it's a good thing we did because I think we wouldn't have had enough. But that is all done, and we're gonna go a little bit over. We do have a little bit of a, yeah, you can see I did miss a little bit of the field there for planting, and then that should end it right there. So again, a little bit of that edge, still doing that thing that it likes to do, that we all know and love with the edges. But for the most part, both of those fields are done. Now we do usually we're like, I have the lime and the fertilizer, so we could go over and touch up the cotton that we do have on our new field in field 36 there. Now, but instead of doing that, we're going to have to plant our wheat first. So for right now, I think we're just going to leave this. I think we're going to leave this right here because it's going to be coming back out again anyways. Look at that. Yep, we got lots of. Well, seed radish apparently needs some. But what we're going to do is we're going to. Oh, you know what? Nope. We want to. Oh, that's right. We need the 9R to get this in. That's great. So bear with me here. We're just going to hook this back up actually. Go. Because yeah, we're going to get the cotton or the lime in here. Right there. Yep. Oh, easy, easy. Shut you down. All right, now we're gonna get the 9. Yeah, we'll get the 9R. We'll get the planter, and then we can get that going for the wheat. We can get this JCB has to get out of the way, and then what we'll do is because we still have to plant it, roll it, and then we can lime it and fertilize it. And then once we've limed it and fertilized it, that's when we can go over to the cotton next. We might not need to do anything to the cotton field. That would be fantastic if we don't. However, if we do, we're going to be there anyways. So we're going to get the planting first and foremost. And then the great thing too, As much as it did kind of suck doing that contract and getting all of that fiasco done and trying to get figured out, our bonus to that was actually that we filled up our canning factory. So right now oh, look at all those contracts. So right now we are just sailing pretty out at canning factory. We've got full carrots. Chili peppers are almost full. Garlic, all that sort of stuff. Napa cabbage, we could probably fire up kimchi. You know what, while we're starting? Let's talk about it. Let's do it. So just a little bit of kimchi, maybe for a month. Parsnips is almost full. Red beets is full. We actually had a surplus of red beets. We had 25 liters extra of red beets. And that's it. So we can be running our preserved beetroot, carrots, and parsnips are up and running. Kimchi is running. Our peas are running because we still have 32,000 liters left over of the peas because we sold our peas off from last month. So that is going. And then also, too, we have our grain mill. Our oat is going strong. So we have actually put that into the bakery. We've got 19,000 liters that are sitting nice and pretty into the bakery, or our bread is just pumping itself away. And then we have our, where is it here? Our oil factory. Our canola is still going strong, 17,000 liters. And we still have 2,000 liters going of sunflowers. So our sunflower oil is going as well. Now, I'm not too sure. I mean, with the 2,000 liters of sunflower and us being at the beginning of September, I'm going to hazard a guess. Okay, we can drive over here. I'm going to hazard a guess that we will not make it until the sunflower comes out of the fields in October. So we'll probably have to shut down the production of the sunflower oil before the more sunflower comes in, but we at least are having some come in. So that's the great part about that. Now, when it comes to up here, no, it's coming, beauty. Now, I know we're not going to fit with the old 9R, we're not going to fit in that little tiny gate, or at least I don't know if I want to try, especially not with, oh, you know what? No, we're not going to try it. We're going to go up around the long way. Is that a long way? I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're going to have to go all the way around. So, with having all of that product going, that's the great part, is with having the oil going, we are selling a little bit of the oil. Actually, you know what? We're selling all of our oil right now just because we don't have any of the fish stuff up and ready yet, and we have some more stuff coming. So it's one of those things where I don't want to work, I'd rather the money right now, to be honest with you, for maybe a month or two, and then we can start worrying about maybe starting a stockpile, because I do know that they do take the specific oils to make your fish food. But when that time comes, that's when we're gonna. But I know I would like a little bit of a stockpile, but I'm also not going to be worrying about some crazy amount of stockpile. So let's just double check here, because me and my numbers here. So that is 6, and yeah, wheat is the 7. So we are going to do wheat in this bigger one, 729. Nope. Oh, past it. There we go. And wheat, please. Here we go. Excellent. Get out of here, because this is going to be interesting. Going to be figured out right about here, and let's get going right about there. We just go back and forth. All right, let's get this done. Rolling. I do like the rolling texture. I do. I must agree with Rax. It looks really good. The only downside too is that you can't lift it, right? So when you take the turns, you kind of have no choice but to roll the. Yeah, it's a tough one. But we got the rolling done. So the rolling's done, planning's done. We're all done there. So we're happy in that sense. We're gonna lift this up and get this all folded up. So let's just make sure we didn't move. Oh, and we're good there. Excellent. And growth, we're growing. Yep, we're growing. Soil composition and this stuff. Again, I'm thinking when it comes to precision farming, this stuff is probably going to be, well, let's see what it needs. Bad. Lots of red. Okay. So I think it would probably be a good idea. I think the great thing though is that we don't have it planted there. No, you know what? We're already on the 7R. I think that's what we'll do. We're gonna grab the 7R. We'll grab that lime thing again, the lime spreader. Unfortunately, that lime spreader, that is definitely going to be a refill. We're going to have to refill that if it's going to be that big of a fill or that big of a top up, because we're pretty much starting fresh on this one, right? So no cultivating, nothing's been done. We haven't done mulching. We haven't done anything yet. So this is going to be a fresh field from 0. We're already starting at a pretty good number. You know, I think it's a 65-ish there. And then once we put this down, I'm hoping getting the lime down. Let's get back to drop zone 1 here. We're just going to grab the 7R and rip down to, well, actually we can use the JCB to at least get it. So we can use the JCB to grab it. Rolling we are all done with, so we can get that all packed away right now. And then get that done, because the other scary thing is too, as much as we have been hauling our little butts off over the harvest season, I'm really glad that we were able to knock up all the lumber productions, because right now, whew, we are sitting tight. It is very, very, very tight right now, especially with our sawmill. I think our sawmill is sitting at the 20-some% the last I saw it. So I think we're good about, oh, did we just hit? Nope, we didn't hit. Okay. Yeah, please don't hit. All right, so now this is there. We're going to go run down, grab the lime machine or lime spreader, and I'll just show you real quick. So carpentry, we're actually doing pretty good with carpentry. Wood's getting down there, but not too bad. The paper factory, again, not too bad. It's going really, really slow. So we're really good there. It's here. Yee! Oh, Jeebus. We are at 16%. Okay, so we are going to go to run down, grab the lime. We're going to lime up no, we swap out because we're going to set the lime and we still have to fertilize. So let's get that done. We'll rip down. This is the quicker one, so we might as well use this to go run down and grab the lime spreader. We'll rip back, and then we'll use the 7R for the lime spreading and the fertilizer spreading. Then we'll see what our numbers are at. Okay. Well, we've got the lime, we got the 7R. So we're just going to go into this field a little bit just to see what it says. Okay, so definitely we'll need some lime in that one. Excellent. So there won't be a wasted trip. And most certainly, well, really, okay. So not as much. All right, I was kind of thinking it was going to be a 0 factor where there would be absolutely no lime in the field whatsoever. But that's actually pretty good. So we're going to do, I usually do we'll just do our spread cross, and we'll do our headlands last. Oh, excuse me. And again, got such a dead straight field on this one. We are totally taking advantage of the GPS. So then I can go check my menus and make sure everything's good. Because the other thing too, especially when it comes to like our rope factory, oh, hello trees. Oh, there we go. Kind of picturesque. Ooh, what about a picture right there? We had it. I shouldn't have even moved it. There we go. Let's try that. Let's turn that off. See, good old squirrel, right? Squirrel. Turn that up. There it up. Do. Boom. I like it. Oh, that might be the screenshot. That might be the thumbnail. Now, when it comes to the menus, again, when it comes to certain stuff, so rope maker, we're getting 310 liters. Holy jumping! So 2 more cycles, and then we're going to be done there. Yeah. Oh, sorry. 20. Yeah. Well, there we go. 20 liters. Okay. So a couple more cycles, a little bit more than 2. So a couple more cycles there, but that's going to be empty soon. And then we have, where is it? No, I think that's pretty much it. It's just that's going to run out. That's right. We do have our, what's it called? There we go. Click on. There we go. Click on. There we go. Excellent. Now we do have our spinnery that has to be purchased, but the good thing is that we have the end of the month, right? We have the end of the month payout, which is already surpassing the 200, 250, and I dare I say we might even be touching into the 300,000 now. Now that's going to fluctuate a little bit when we bring our oils in and out. We are going to be storing some. We're going to be selling some as we go. It all just depends on how we feel, how we feel, and how things are going. And then go from there. So let's get this lined up. This is going to be a little bit here, and then we're going to go for, let's just see. Look at that. Oh yeah, there we go. Got that nice green happening right there. So, whoa, stop. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, easy on that cruise there. All right. Well, let's go do this, get this done, and then we will see what our numbers at the end here. Yeah, spin around. Okay, dear, you need to move, please. Hunky hunkers. Okay, so you on and up and lock and get. There we go. All right. Away we go. That's the one thing about my little perfectionist or all my attention to detail is looking at that green coming up after that red, that nice, solid, nice, clean green. So again, with the fertilizing, we are just pouring it down to it where you're just rocking it. This is the one that the lime wasn't so bad. I thought the lime was going to need a lot more, but the fertilizer is definitely the one. Now this is just for the wheat. We still just have to switch over to the other side. I think the other side for the cotton shouldn't be that bad. Excuse me. But needless to say, let's just get to the end here. Hopefully we don't get the little nudge. Little tire tracks there. Get this off, a couple more rows, and then to the next field. Up there, right there. I think that's where it's guiding us. Perfect. Oh, look at that, nice. And again, the edges, right? There's a little spot on the orange there. I have a little spot of red on the other side of the field too. That didn't go away, so not too sure, but it's at the very edge there, and it's not popping up, so we should be good. All right, this field almost done, and then let's finish up the next field. Just like that, our September field work is done. Voila. All right, so that fold that up. We're good to go. There we go. So we can see nice yellow there. We got a nice green on top. There we go. Precision farming. So 95, 65. Numbers haven't changed, and that's okay. We don't expect them to change until the next one. But nitrogen is good to go. pH is good to go. So we are ready to rock and roll there. We've got 99 of 100. Whoa, so that's pretty good. 99 of 100, and we didn't do surprising because we haven't done any mulching or anything either, no plowing or anything, so that's nice. And again, 99 of 100. So we're going to be doing good on that end. Now, when it comes to the field work, because we're technically all done this year's, well, not this year's, sorry, this month's field work. And let's just get right back in here. See if we can get through. I didn't come in, or see if we can go out this way without hitting our tires. Let's see what happens. I think we can do this. I'm confident. Come on, spin, sugar. There we go. Okay, in and out we go. So with this being the field work done, that actually works out. Oh, bunker silo is done fermenting. Look at that. Ooh, nice. So we could sell off. Let's sell off some silage this month, or let's just see, because if we're on the upslope, then it would actually be worth it for us to actually, what do we got? We have these, yeah, we're going to have this thing right here, and we're going to use a JCB to park that, and we're going to put you just off the side here for a second, because if that's done fermenting, we could bring down the loader. Let's just see here. So our silage. Okay, let that one in almost. There we go. So September is the uphill. So a little bit of an uphill, and then we're on to the downhill. So it would probably be worth it for us to, you know what, to probably sell that off this month as well. That might actually be worth it, because we're at the point now with all of the field work done. The great thing about having all of the field work done is that we can now, actually do all the lumber. So it's almost like it's a stepped thing, right? So all the field work thing, get the animals done first, right? We had the horses all walked up first thing in the morning, and I know that everything else is good, right? The chickens are good, the sheep are good, so we don't have to worry about that so much. And then from there, we go and do our field work. So we have our field work to be done, which we got that done. That is ready to go. And the only thing we have left now is just to wait until, too much here. Hold on. Is just to wait until next month to get our cotton, because that's pretty much all we have left now is our cotton, to get that off the field. And then once we have our cotton off the field, then we can put down our our barley in the other field. And what we're going to do is we're going to oil seed radish where our current cotton field is, because we need that over just a smidge. You can do this. Come on, Major. Come on, we can do this. Oh, that is so tight. Ooh. Oh, I am so shocked I did not hit things with that. Okay, awesome. Now, from here, like I said, we did the field work. That's all good to go. And then now what we do is we do our logging and our lumber now is what has to happen. Now we have our logging site A that still has work to be done. We do have a good chunk of wood chips in our bunker, so we're not going to be worrying too much about the wood chips, so to speak. Whereas at the beginning of the year, if we didn't have that much in there, then we would definitely pop it in. But what we're going to do is we're going to return this old lime spreader, and then from here, return the lime spreader. We're going to come back. We have to go grab the truck anyway, so return the JCB, and then later let's kick on the cruise here real quick, get that going. Yep. And then just real quick, because again, like productions wise, everything's good, right? We don't have to worry about anything. All we have to do is just let everything cook. It's the lumber is what's killing us right now. So sawmill being at, we're down at 15%. So with the sawmill being at 15% now, that means it's going to be a push on to get the deadwood contracts done and or our actual lumber site, because the lumber site's great and all in the sense that we get wood chips, and we got all that sort of stuff. However, the deadwoods, if they're decent enough contracts, I do like. It's actually really easy to especially with our harvester now, that we get the harvester and then we get our the Volvo truck to get that thing to load up, and it's just so quick and easy. So we're able to do that super easy in that sense, and then I can bang those out pretty quick. The only downside to it is when it's that one contract that's like the 12-14 trees up at field 86, that's the one that kills me. Those are the ones that are usually what we'll do is we'll just take the pickup truck and we'll grab the pickup truck and go from there and just cut them down and then go to the next one. Because right now, what do we got here? We got just the 11 pickup up at field right by the BGA. That's actually a nice one. That's actually a pretty good one. And we do have the pits trailer does have the harvester pretty much permanently set up on it. So now I can just rip down there with the new Mercedes or whatever, 379 Mercedes, or even our Volvo, either Volvo, and pick that up and grab that and rip it up to site. And then we can just AI the wood transport truck to the site as well. So being the 11 one, that's actually pretty good. You're probably looking at close to 16 to 20,000 liters of wood just off of that one contract. So that's where it's a big toss up, right? But then we do that until everything's full. So when the paper mill's full and then when the sawmill's full, that's when we completely halt our logging. And if there's still daylight / if there's still time left in the month, that is when we pick up those contracts. So we missed out on some major contracts last month, but that's okay. That is just part of running the farm. And that is actually kind of what I like about it. We're getting to the point now where we're kind of starting to not run contracts very much. Like right now we're sitting at, what do we got here? Statistics. So we're at 863.33 hours. We've got 1,220 contracts done, 1,792 trees cut down, 91, still 91, haven't planted anymore. And the bales are kind of hit and miss. We're not doing too many bales. The bales will pick up, obviously, very much so once we start getting the wheat and the straw from the wheat and the barley and the oat. Because as much as we don't have oat down right now, that doesn't mean we're not having it coming in next year. So we will be having a place for oat. And it's just a matter of keep growing the fields, right? So as long as we keep growing the fields and getting more product in. But the good thing is that we're sitting at the September. So we're going to do the whole logging thing, get that loaded up, get as much contracts as we can done to see how much money we can get. As much as we see what money we can get, then we're going to get the end of September payout, which should be approaching that 300. So I'm planning on, wow, you slid far. Interesting. Yeah, someone forgot the parking brake. Hello, trees. Hello, bushes. I'm planning on having enough money coming from that. Well, not planning on. I'm very confident in planning on having enough money coming from that. That what we can do is we can actually buy out the spinnery that the moment that we start harvesting. I want October 1st. We're going to buy out the spinnery and we're going to start harvesting cotton. So from there, now what we do have to do, I know I have to pick up the flat deck, the gooseneck there, because our what's it called? Our forklift at the sawmill, the maintenance on it is atrocious right now, so we're gonna have to pick that up And what we're going to do is we're going to go there and then head up to the logging site, because we got the shop at the logging site. So we're going to repair it up there. And then we can, while we're there, we're just going to cut some logs and get everything done. So let's go get that forklift. And there's the old beast right there. So swung by the sawmill there, grabbed the forklift. On our way down, we took the southern route just because I wanted to see the rope factory just in case we had any rope, but we don't have any rope. So off to logging site A, we're going to get there. Now the great thing is that we do have our shop there, so that's why we're going to take our forklift right there to get that repaired, and then we can leave that there pretty much until the end of the month, because we don't need this forklift until we need to do our pallet pickup from the sawmill. So we do have the rest of this month, which is fantastic for time-wise. We're only sitting at 9 o'clock in the morning. So we definitely we're at 2 days a month. We have this day to fill up everything, which I am very confident in saying I can definitely do. And then that may leave us all of next month, hopefully, all of the second day of next month to maybe pick up as many contracts as we can to try to kind of fill those coffers as much as we can of some monies. Because money-wise, plan-wise, I would love to be able to, I mean, like I said, if we're sitting at that 300,000 a month, pick up that spinnery next month, and then once we've got the spinnery, save up until winter time for the winter sell-off for everything, we're going to get a good chunk of change. And then once we get that good chunk of change, we should be, I'm really hoping, that we should be able to afford the shop and the root crop installation, so we can finally get that in. So let's get this thing out. Oh yeah, look at that. No maintenance is flashing on this one. We put her right to the edge. So 23.4 hours in her, and we've got, and this is, I do believe this is the first time we've done maintenance on it. So let's just back that thing right up in here. We'll give it a little bit of TLC, and then we can get ourselves some logging. We're probably going to have to order some parts anyways, right? We don't need to take it to the dealer. We can do it all here. All right. Well, again, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining. This is just crazy. Got the yarder all set up too, so we're just going to be cruising along, getting as much wood as we can get down to fill up that logging site. And then tomorrow we're going to be banging out the contracts. Get all that stuff done, get our monies, and we will see you October 1st. With some money in hand and hopefully a spinnery to buy and some cotton to harvest. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks again, and we will see you soon.